Lit. Fuck the ninjas, the ball in my hand, I'ma get it. Put it on me and we win it. Whoever line it up in front, they gon' get it. We them boys that's coming out the Libby. Whole gang and the whole team and the whole clique, yeah, we with it.
Good evening, Panther Nation, and welcome to the pregame show. I'm Joe Roberts. Alongside me, as always, head coach and athletic director for the Liberty Panthers, Chris Lackey. Thanks for being with us, Coach.
Thanks, Joe.
We're on location today. We're in an undisclosed place that I won't tell you about. I like to do this setup in different locations just so that our students in the AV department get to practice. And thanks for being so flexible on this, Coach.
Yeah, no problem. Appreciate it.
All right, let's just jump right back into it. Man, you guys have been, I feel like we've said this multiple times. Every week, the Panthers have looked better every single week.
Mm-hmm.
And every week, the line seems to be the Panthers are expected to get beat by 30 and are in it right till the very, very end. A tough 9A or 9-4A opener last week, Coach. Talk about Jasper.
Jasper is a very athletic and good football team. Man, I mean, we knew they were good on film, but until you see them, you see them in real life, and you're looking up at them, and number 9 and 99.
Oh my gosh!
Were just giant high school young men. I mean, they're D1 bodies. They're really, really, really good football team. I can't say enough about them. Their coaches, they did a really good job, and I think when they left, they knew they were in a football game. So
that 99, we talked about the young man for Woodville that was being recruited by Texas Tech, and
right.
And you guys just pretty much negated him from the equation. But this guy was just a whole different, on just a different level, like 4D chess, not even 3D chess, 4D chess.
Yeah, I mean, he was an amazing high school player. I mean, he was really, really good, and both of those guys really at any level of football in high school in Texas, they would be players. So, they stick out even that much more in 4A.
Oh yeah, there was no doubt. It seemed like every time Dalton was snapping the ball, that 99 was in the backfield waiting for somebody, and I felt like the offensive line played pretty darn good last week.
Yeah, I mean, they just they're, because of the athletes that they have and the scheme that they run, it makes it difficult just because they mix up of when they bring their outside backers and when they don't, and when they're in a 50 and when they're in a 3-4, and they did a good job with it, and man, that it helps when you got guys that can do that, can line up in A gap and shoot out to C in a blink of an eye. So man, they're a good football team.
Coach, let's talk about something that was just wildly good last week. That defense, Coach, that defense came to play last week.
Yeah, I mean, look, the Jasper's offense is really solid. I mean, we're watching film, watching their quarterback sling it all over the yard, and he's hitting every pass right on the money, and all the receivers are catching it, and they're really fast. And man, so I knew we were up. We were up against a pretty big challenge. But we kind of really challenged our guys because the week before I don't think we had any turnovers on defense. And I didn't think that we ran to the ball very well. And so that's one of the things that we preached all week is run to the football. And I don't know how long that we practiced turnover drills, but that was definitely a focus last week, and it paid off for us pretty big. Got several interceptions, got a couple got one strip fumble for a touchdown. So man, they played really good. Our angles were a lot better. We were running the football a lot better, keeping guys in front of us. And that quarterback he's athletic, he's fast, and he can throw the ball.
Yeah, there's no doubt. The defense was hitting. They were hitting last week. Colby Ewing from that middle linebacker spot came up and had some sticks.
Yeah, Colby had the hit of the week.
The hit of the week. That's right, the 409 Sports hit of the week.
Yeah, and he timed the blitz up pretty well, and he got him home. And then that helped us. I mean, I think we've hit that quarterback probably more than he'd been hit all year, and so I think that rattled him a little bit, and I think it messed up his timing a little bit on some of his stuff. And so they still came away with the win, but I mean, I thought I was happy with our performance. So.
Coach, for me, probably the standout player on both sides of the ball, Zach Bro. I mean, interceptions, clutch catching. I mean, he's been good throughout the season, but I thought last Friday he just really stepped into his own and was just kind of a game changer on both sides.
Oh, no doubt. I mean, there's several guys that have that ability on our football team, and he's definitely one of them. And he really had a come out game. I think defensively, I thought that he improved a lot with his footwork and his reads and keeping people in front of him, and that showed all. That came to fruition with the interception. So, and then big plays on offense. We got a chance to throw it up and made a great play on a long ball in the football game. And man, he's really done a good job. And hope he continues to do so.
Yeah, no doubt about that. As we said before, these young men, they look like they're having fun. They're getting out there. They're not laying their heads down. They're staying in the game. And we talked about this about, no one, or I don't bet on games, but I mean, I'm sure there are some people, but the line really was like 35 points or something.
Right.
And you guys came out there, and probably no one was expecting that. And you never want to hear this because you don't want to hear 0-5, but you may be the best 0-5 team in the entire state.
Yeah, man, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, we have a tough district, and we're really just trying to continue to focus on getting better each week. And I'm hopeful that very soon that's going to start to pay off and some wins. But I feel like we have gotten better. I think we're taking steps in the right direction. It'd be real easy for kids to stop showing up for practice or let their grades slip. And we didn't lose anybody off the varsity team for grades. We barely lost any in the whole program, and they're continuing to show up and fight and get better, and that's what we got to do. So if we can keep getting better, I think we got a few things to kind of brush up on, but
Well, Coach,
I think we'll get some wins.
Your schedule's kind of front loaded with the monsters. Not that anyone is an easy win at any point in high school football, but you get front loaded with monsters, and then hopefully, fingers crossed, the schedule kind of eases up as much as it can ease up in this really, really tough district.
Yeah.
Tonight, you guys are going to be going up against West Orange Stark, who have been historically a powerhouse in Southeast Texas and even in the state to a certain extent.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
A coaching change for them. Their longtime head football coach stepping down after last year, and their record is not quite what we're used to seeing. They lost to Silsbee last week. I think it's the first time they've lost a district game, and I think I read something like 62 district games or something.
I didn't realize that.
It's something wild.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how dominant that they have been. And you in here last year, Coach. West Orange kind of put it on the Panthers in a pretty massive sort of way. So as you've prepared for them, has that been something that the boys have talked about?
I haven't heard them talk about it at all.
Oh, that's awesome.
I mean, not anything. I mean, and that's really one thing that I think that we've proved so far is I feel like anybody in our division, we can play with anybody in our division, whether they're the number one top-ranked team, and that may sound stupid because we're 0-5, but man, I really feel like we have the talent to be able to do it. And I think we've proved it with the people we played. And, West Orange is a good football team. They're really athletic. They're really good. And they have lost more games than they've had, but they've played some really, really good football teams. I mean, their losses are to top-notch, top-level football teams. It's not like they're just falling off the cliff. I mean, they still are really, really good and just happen to lost a couple. But there's going to be a tough test, and I'm excited to see how we do.
All right, what are you going to see offensively from the Mustangs?
They really want to spread, to run the ball. They like try to get their athletes in space, and they want to establish the run. And so I think that's what we'll continue to see.
Any numbers standing out on their side of the equation?
I mean, they're
if you had to pick one of the many.
I don't know. They're all pretty dang good. I mean, their offensive line is pretty big and physical, and they're not really a weak link. Their quarterback, number 3, I think he had injury. I don't know if he'll be back yet, but 17 looks like he throws and runs the ball just as good as number 3 did. And so we'll see which one shows up and plays quarterback, and we'll do our best to try to run to him and tackle him as hard and as fast as we can.
All right, Coach. Fingers crossed. Hopefully next week we're talking about our first district win.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. And roll into homecoming week,
right.
and maybe we can get this thing
Are we
juiced up and rolling.
Maybe next week, maybe we can get you one of those tuxedo T-shirts and wear it underneath your your coaching gear for homecoming week.
Hey, I'm not scared to do whatever we need to do.
All right,
so.
I love it. All right, Coach, thank you for being on the show. You've been watching the pregame show with athletic director and head football coach of the Liberty Panthers, Chris Lackey. I'm Joe Roberts for Liberty Panthers Sports Network. When we come back, it'll be time for your Liberty Panthers versus the West Orange Mustangs. See you in a moment.
Out empty backfield. Simmons, the quarterback. Fontenot going to keep this one. Simmons drops out to his right. Now even further right. He's along his sideline. He's a throws the ball. It's intercepted. And he's going to push that around. He's across the 40. Yards. That was Victorian pressure. Ewing on the 35-yard line. He's got a Panther there. He's going to be taken down.
Good evening, Panther Nation, and welcome to this live stream of Liberty Panther football on the Liberty Panther Sports Network. I'm Joe Roberts. Alongside me, Ross Norwood, play-by-play, and producer Richard Ewing. We are at Dan R. Hooks Field in West Orange, Texas, for week number 2 of 9-4A action. It is a beautiful Friday night. The weather feels great. Both teams getting set to enter their respective tunnels and enter the field. We are just about 5 minutes or so away from the opening kickoff. And boy, I couldn't be more excited for a football game if you had drawn it up this way, Ross. Last year, Liberty traveled. Last year, the Liberty Panthers traveled down to West Orange and took one on the chin, 73-7. And even though Coach said the boys weren't talking about it, I can't help but feel that they know and they remember and they're ready to get some payback, Ross.
There are a lot of players from that team that are still on, or that are on this year's team, and that was a game that got out of hand quickly. It was 38-0 at halftime. And it didn't get a whole lot better after halftime. I think we're in for a different game this year.
Well, I will say this, Ross. Last night, the Liberty Panther JV team knocking off the West Orange Stark JV team 24-22, and our own Cord Carter's little brother, Cade Carter, with a monster interception toward the end and a great return that sealed the deal. And if I'm remembering correctly, that's the first time the Liberty Panthers have beaten West Orange in any football capacity at the high school level since about 2015, 2016, when J.J. Slack was a freshman.
That was in the area of what I heard. We were in the press box last night at Memorial Stadium, and that was kind of a topic. Very impressive game. Liberty falling down early and then charging back. A big interception, as you mentioned a minute ago, at the end of that game that sealed it for the Panthers.
Well, Ross, the Mustangs of West Orange taking the field. It's always a spectacle. You can't go, what was the percentage, 470-something and 100-something over the last couple of decades and not have some kind of spectacular entrance in your field. They're in the middle of a major rebrand over here in West Orange. A massive press box on their side of the field currently underway. Some construction over there with their high school. It is a beautiful place. Great turf field, huge stadium, and the Liberty Panthers exiting the Big Cat Tunnel and taking the field, Ross. I'm starting to feel the electricity.
West Orange Stark voters, or West Orange voters, passed a large bond, I think in 2019, that is allowing for all these improvements, and it's taken a little bit of time, but from the first time you and I came in 2018,
it's like a world of difference. It was a tiny, cramped press box. and it is not. So had the opportunity to be out in the open air tonight, and I actually like this setup a lot more.
I agree with you, as long as it's not raining. That's the only caveat I'll put on it. Is if it's raining, it tends to get out of hand quickly, especially with all this electronic equipment.
Right. It's a little scrambly-do over there. Ross, I want to take the time to thank our sponsors, Michelle Manga Marandino, C. Bruce Stratton, both scoreboard sponsors for us, and the Liberty ISD Education Foundation. Again, without sponsors like those fine folks, kind of hard to do these broadcasts because all this equipment costs money. And now I sound like I'm on the Jerry Lewis telephone. You just got to call this number and donate right now.
I forgot to bring my tin can tonight.
All right, Liberty Panthers breaking out of their downfield huddle and getting set up for the national anthem here momentarily. And then after that, we should have the captain's meeting in the middle.
Remove your hats.
And
for the national anthem.
There we go. We're going to do the national anthem first.
The national anthem will be played by the West Orange Star Ensemble Group, Rhapsody, tonight.
And that's the national anthem as performed by members of the West Orange Star Chorale. And I'm not sure if we're going to have an invocation or not. We may have a moment of silence here, and I think that's what they're going to do.
Thank you.
You're watching Liberty Panther football on the Liberty Panther Sports Network. Joe Roberts, Ross Norwood, producer Richard Ewing. Tonight, our student broadcast team, Eduardo Mata, Grant Burgos, Nicole Ledoux. Captains moving to the middle of the field, number 5, 72, 26, and 9, Landon Curry. Let's see here, Victor Ruiz. And we've changed the number on me, Ross. They're rocking their new uniforms tonight, finally getting those Under Armour uniforms in. And so there may be somebody that has changed. The 26, I'm wondering if that is Dawson. No, I still see a 2 down there. I apologize for this. We don't have 26 on our roster. We will get that information to you as soon as possible. and Zach Bro, the other captain.
Liberty has won the toss. Selected.
And nice little change of pace, Ross. The referees mic'd up for tonight's contest, and that makes it easy on us.
Will defend the east goal.
It's also a unique situation because we will see exactly what their hand gestures are, because the press box is on the visitor's side while they build the impressive new press box.
Are you ready?
Well,
I am curious because 26 is not a number that has been on Liberty's roster this
no,
year.
it is not, and I'm trying to see if perhaps they are going somewhere else with that. And I apologize just a little bit. We're right underneath the press box, and the stadium announcer is very enthusiastic, very good, but very enthusiastic.
Also, they seem to be having some microphone issues, as was present in the national anthem. It kept cutting in and out.
Well, Ross, West Orange Stark, no slouch, but coming into tonight's contest at 2-3, and they are currently on a 3-game slide, and they dropped their District 9 4A opener last week, and they dropped it to Silsbee.
It was after that loss, it snapped a 69-game district winning streak that spanned back to 2009. Which, you think about that, that's incredible. They have won every district ball game until last week, back to 2009.
And the Liberty Panthers getting set to kick off, and we do have some different numbers here. Number 30, and that looks like that's Diego Diaz. He's not been 30, or he's not on the roster as 30. But he will be kicking off for the Liberty Panthers. Ross will be taking over on play-by-play, and away we go.
The kick is off. It is a high spinner. It's going to be fielded. Well, it looked like they were going to be fielded. It rolls into the end zone for a touchback. Another good kick by Diego Diaz Ramirez. He's had an impressive start to the season in the first 5 games.
Indeed, the freshman has, and Liberty's been blessed coming on with some really nice freshman kickers over the course of the last couple of years.
West Orange Stark comes out. The quarterback for West Orange Stark tonight is Marcus Turner. He is a sophomore. Going to be coming out of the shotgun formation. 2 wide receivers on the far side, one on the near side, a back to his right. Gets the snap about chest high, hands, keeps the ball, and is taken down for a loss. Scrimmage, 2 wide receivers on the far side, 1 on the near side. Back to Turner's left, man in motion from left to right. The ball's going to be handed off. They run it. A little dive out. Pick up some yardage here. They get up to the 25-yard line, which is actually the line of scrimmage. Brings up 3rd down. Ball in the middle of the field.
Sorry about that, Ross. There looks like they're running a little option action, trying to read the end, and Ruiz just got in there and blew that up almost right away.
3rd down and 10 for West Orange Stark from their 25-yard line. Back to the right of Turner. Turner rolls out to his right. He's going to pull the ball down. He's across the 30, and he is going to be pushed out of bounds short of the 40-yard line. That's going to be enough for a 1st down. We'll see where they spot this one.
And surprise, surprise, Colby Ewing, number 8, right there to push him out of bounds.
Liberty's defense last week forced 5 Jasper turnovers, 3 interceptions, and 2 fumbles. One of the fumbles was run back for a touchdown by the Panthers. 1st down and 10 from the West Orange Stark 38-yard line. back inside before running into a host of Liberty Panthers.
Yeah, that was a really, really nice job from the Liberty defense.
Ball now at the 40-yard line after the 2-yard pickup on first down, 2nd down and 8. Ball on the near hash, or just off the near hash. Looking over at the sideline, Turner getting the play. One wide receiver on the near side, 3 on the far side, and 1 back to the left of Turner. Turner puts the back in motion to the right. He's going to get this swing pass. He's across the 50. Bo Fowler gets a hold of him and spins him down at the Liberty 45-yard line. First down and 10 and into Panther territory. 3 wide receivers on the near side, none on the far side. 1 back to the left of Turner. Now dropping back in the I formation is the back. Turner hands this ball off, headed right. He is going to keep going across the 40 before being drugged down at the drag down at the, 34-yard line.
Right.
Of Liberty on the far hash. 9:07 left in the first quarter. West Orange start Liberty in the second district game. I'll get it right at some point out of the shotgun. 3 wide receivers on the near side, a back to Turner's right. He goes in motion towards the far side. Turner's going to keep this one. Johnson right and spins a little and gets down to the 27-yard line of Liberty.
Ruiz again with a nice range from his right to left.
Clock continues to run. 2nd down and short for West Orange Star. Liberty coming across the line, but gets back. Now they're going to blow the whistle. And they're going to call encroachment against the Panthers defense.
For the snap, offside.
Because there was contact there. Is that correct?
I believe so. As soon as the contact's made.
That'll move it up 5 yards. That'll flip the down box to first down. It'll be first down and 10 from the Liberty 22-yard line. Ball on the far hash. Turner has this ball. Hands it off. Going to the right is the running back. We'll get his number in a minute.
22.
And he will be taken down after a short pickup. Taj Emerson, the running back there on that play for West Orange Star. Three wide receivers on the near side. Ball's handed off to Emerson. Emerson going right. Comes across the 15. And he's going to be taken down short of the 10 at the Panther 13-yard line. And it'll bring up a 3rd down and short.
3rd down and short for the Mustangs.
.26 in the first quarter and counting. No score or first possession of this ball game for West Orange Star. Liberty won the toss and elected to defer to the second half. I formation now with 2 wide receivers on the far side. Ball is snapped and Emerson gets this one and is going to get up close to a first down, and there are flags on the field.
Yeah, Landon Curry did a great job stepping up in there.
Offside. Defense, number 5.
Well, that's I guess that's why he did a great job stepping up, because he was on the wrong side of the ball.
Landon Curry called offsides on that play. It'll move him up 5 yards, a first down. It'll be 1st and goal from the Liberty 8-yard line. Ball on the far hash still. And the play has been blown dead. Flags are down, and it will be a false start, so they'll move 5 yards back.
False start on the offense, number 68. 5 yards, still first down.
Well, that's the right direction, Ross.
Right direction, but had it happened on the previous play, it'd still be 3rd down. But first down and First and goal now, outside of the 10-yard line. Ball snapped about helmet high. Hands it off to Emerson. Emerson gets behind a blocker on the right side and barrels forward before being taken down at the West Orange, the Liberty 3-yard line.
And that was Caden Jones on the stop.
Quick play and nothing going as Bo Fowler and Zach Bro jump on the ball carrier Emerson. And they'll move back a yard to the 4-yard line of Liberty. Personnel coming in and out of the game for West Orange Stark. Ball on the far hash. New back is Jalen Brown for West Orange Stark. He's offset just behind the quarterback Turner. Turner puts a man in motion from right to left. Hands this ball off on the inside, goes the ball carrier, and he is going to move forward to the 2.
Number 5 on the carry, Colton Bishop. Nice getting a hand on him there.
Jalen Brown with the ball carry. And on 4th down and goal, some personnel shifting out of the game.
Fourth down.
It looks like they're in sort of a wildcat formation right now, Ross.
Brown is the man in what would be the quarterback position. He gets the direct snap, hands this ball off, runs up forward, and the officials are going to say he did not get in on 4th down. The Panthers will get the ball on the turnover on down. Big defensive stop there.
Very big defensive stop. The Mustangs of West Orange Stark were just ripping off here and there all the way down the field. And the Panthers, as they've done so many times, stepping up and making plays when they've needed to make them, Ross.
Liberty's offense backed up deep, but they don't mind after that turnover on downs that prevented a West Orange Stark score. Gavin Fontenot leading the Panther offense. One back in the backfield behind him. Hands this ball off, and he's wrapped up and driven down in the end zone, and there is a safety.
And that's going to be Valtierra with the carry and not able to get in there. He's 13 on our old roster, but he's 22 on this roster. And Mustangs of West Orange striking first with the safety. Such a dangerous place to be, Ross, when you're pinned in. Down there.
Last week, the Panther defense forced a safety after Diego Diaz Ramirez pinned Jasper at their own 1-yard line. 4:52 in the first quarter. It is 2-0 West Orange Stark, and no, you did not tune into a baseball game.
Indeed, you did not. And the Liberty Panthers are going to get set up for this free kick that they're going to have to take from their own 20-yard line. And we saw a similar situation happen last night in the JV game. I think the first score in that game was a safety.
So the free kick, West Orange Stark should get good field position. Back deep for West Orange Stark.
Number 30 for the Panthers.
I want to take a moment to acknowledge our sponsors again. Michelle Mega Marandino, C. Bruce Stratton, attorneys at law.
The kick is off, end over end kick. It's going to drop down. It's going to get past the deep man. Keeps rolling. He's going to field it at the 14-yard line. Goes right, misses a Liberty player. He's got some room. He is still on his feet after the contact. He's going to go all the way across the 20, the 10, 5, and touchdown into the end zone. And West Orange Stark runs that one back. No flags on the field to be seen.
Well, that's not how you draw it up, Ross. They had plenty of people down there, and West Orange taking advantage of the lane shifting. That took a tremendous Liberty Panther bounce. It was a nice punt, and it was heading down to the West Orange 10-yard line, and he just made some great reads and cuts.
The carrying Judge with the touchdown. 8-0 Liberty, the extra point attempt. Looks as if maybe they're going to go for 2 here as Turner is back on the field. Waiting on some personnel to come in. Letting his offensive line and receivers know. Shotgun formation, one back to his right. He's going to roll right. He's got something, cuts back up towards the middle and into the end zone, but there is a flag.
That's going to be offsides against the Panthers. The outside backer or the walk-up safety, I couldn't tell who the number was. They were already on the wrong side of the equation.
Offside. On the defense, the penalty's declined. 2-point conversion is
The
good.
penalty will be declined. The 2-point conversion is good. And in the blink of an eye, it is 10-0 West Orange Stark.
Well, Ross, 4:38. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. Welcome back, Panther Nation. You're watching Liberty Panther football on the Liberty Panther Sports Network. At the 4:38 mark of the first quarter, the Mustangs of West Orange Stark returning the safety punt back for a touchdown and then converting on the QB keeper for the 2-point conversion, and now have scored 10 points in the span of 10 seconds, 20 seconds?
I believe that is correct,
Looking
Joe.
down here at 4:58, so 20 seconds.
Decarian Judge, who got the touchdown on the free kick, fielded that on the ground at the 14-yard line of West Orange Stark, ready for this kick. Kicking for West Orange Stark, Jalen Gilmore. Gilmore approaches the ball, swings his leg, sends a low spinner. Fielded by Caden Jones, but he can't get a hand on it. Picks it back up, and he is hammered down at the 20-yard line of Liberty. His number is correct.
Yes, he is correct there. There were several that are correct, but with the roster or the new uniforms, there are a couple of them that have changed.
If I heard just a minute ago, the first roster we got for the year is
Right. That is the correct
roster.
one. Coach Niles being gracious enough to come over and let us know.
He has been fantastic to us. Snap, swing pass to Bro on the far side, and Bro running towards the West Orange Stark sideline gets tripped up. And he is going to pick up about 2 yards on that, bring up a second down for Liberty, second and about 8 yards. Fontenot in the shotgun formation, empty backfield. 2 wide receivers on the far side, 2 on the near side. Claps his hands, gets the number high snap, throws to his right, catches it.
It's number 11, Caden Jones, with the catch.
Caden Jones catches it, going to pick up a few yards. Ball gets it up to the
Looks like the 26, Ross.
26-yard line. Third down for Liberty. Back in the backfield next to Fontenot at his left. Claps his hands, gets it just above the numbers. He's going to call his own number, runs to the left, and he is going to get a couple of yards maybe before being taken down. Not much going on that play. West Orange Stark able to pick up the stop, and Liberty's punt unit will come out here.
Well, right now, I think the Panthers kind of reeling just a bit. I mean, it's hard not to when you give up 10 points in 20 seconds on special teams plays, and Panthers trying to find their footing offensively.
Decarian Judge, the deep man for West Orange Stark. Snap is back, good snap. The kick is off, it's high and a windy. Lands inside the 45 and takes a Liberty bounce as it is going to finally roll dead at about the West Orange Stark 24-yard line.
That was a really wonderful punt right there.
2:44 in the first quarter. West Orange Stark with a 10-0 lead. a safety, gave them the first 2 points of the game, and then a return on the safety free kick by DeCarrion Judge for a touchdown. 2-point conversion was good. Turner, the quarterback, with a back behind him in that modified I. Now moves him up to his left. Claps his hands together, fakes the handoff, swing pass to the near side. He's got a receiver across the 30. He's across the 35. Panthers on him, trying to drag him down, and they will at the West Orange Stark 40-yard line. That is the second swing pass West Orange Stark has run.
Well, they're just trying to get their athletes in space, Ross, and they've got a boatload of them.
Raymond Mallett was the ball carrier. He is out there with 3 wide receivers on the far side. Mallett goes in motion to the far side. It's going to be kept by Turner. Turner spins out of some tackles. He's across the 45, the 30, and he is going to be wrapped up and pulled down inside the Liberty 15-yard line.
So they're going to give him the 14, but there is a flag way back in West Orange territory, and it looks like that's going to be coming back. That may be a hold.
It is a hold, so the Panthers will get a break, and that could explain, Joe, why that return happened. Liberty, they were able to get around, but he just kept spinning out.
Yeah, that was a massive hole there that we just haven't seen, and so.
Dawson Victorian with the tackle, the cornerback for Liberty.
That was a nice play from him to track him down, because it looked like he had broken it.
Taji Emerson is the back. He's put in motion from left to right. He's going to get this swing pass. He's quickly across the 40. The 45 is where they start the tackle, and he's going to be down up to the 46-yard line.
And nice stop by Zach Bro.
Be a second down in about 5, maybe a long 4 here. Turner with Emerson to his left. Takes this number high snap, swing pass to number 7. He tries to stutter step, and he gets swallowed up by Zach Bro and a host of Panthers, and they're going to lose a couple of yards there.
Oh, that was actually Bo Fowler that got him on that one. The 7 and the 9 look so similar to each other. Looks like you're going to lose a yard on that.
He had started moving left and then decided there was nothing there, and by the time he got done with his little stutter step, ball snapped just at the numbers. Another swing pass to the outside to the right, and that is going to pick up enough yardage as it crosses the 50 into Liberty territory before being taken down at the Liberty 48-yard line. That's good enough for a first down.
Colton Bishop on the stop there, Ross, and he's a number that we've called quite a bit.
First down and 10, only 21 seconds remaining. The clock ticking after the first down reset. And it looks as if maybe West Orange is just going to let this one run out because they're not in any hurry.
That may be exactly what they're going to do, Ross.
That will do it for the first quarter. It is 10-0 West Orange Stark, and they have the football in Liberty territory on the Liberty Panthers Sports Network. Back in a moment.
Welcome back, Panther Nation. You're watching Liberty Panther football on the Liberty Panther Sports Network. After one at Dan R. Hook Stadium, your Liberty Panthers trailing 10-0 on two special teams plays, and the Liberty Panthers trying anything they can do to stop this Mustang offense. The quarterback, Turner, being very successful with a little bit here, a little bit there to a multitude of backs out of the backfield.
One thing I saw in film this week from their game last week against Silsbee was the speed now going from left to right, west to east, as Turner drops back. He heaves this ball, a nice tight spiral downfield, and it's going to be incomplete.
And looking for number 10 on that.
Looking for Nicholas Crosson. Well, let's go with Crosson. Incomplete, but a nice pass by Turner deep downfield, and they wanted to take a shot on first down there.
Well, you kind of have to. They've been so successful. I'm guessing that they feel pretty comfortable that they're going to be able to stay in front of the sticks and pick up a big chunk here.
Moving left to right. Just above the numbers comes the snap. It's going to be a keeper going left, and he is going to get across the 40, and he is going to be taken down at the, what is that, the 30?
Looks like they're going to call him down at the 37-yard line.
37-yard line. Nice enough for another West Orange Dark first down. 11:36 in the second quarter. 10-0.
Turner's speed is causing a lot of problems because as he's reading that defensive cue there, he has a lot of ability to pull the ball out and take off, and you just don't know where he's going to be.
Lots of motion going on. Snap to Turner. Hands this one off to his back, and he goes forward.
It's going to be number 8 on the carry.
Jalen Gilmore, but there is a flag on the play, and that came in the holding territory. We will see.
Well, it is really nice to hear them call that out, Ross. It's very beneficial.
No penalty on the play.
They are going to wave that flag off. It'll bring up second down and about 8 yards to go after the 2-yard gain by Gilmore. Lots of personnel moves in and out for West Orange Stark on the offensive side.
Yeah, they're doing a good job of keeping those backs fresh out there as they've shown a proclivity to run that option play and that swing pass out of the backfield.
Ball in the middle of the field. It's going to be handed off to Gilmore. Gilmore going left. He's across the 20. 10-5, and he is going to be taken down inside the 5-yard line at the Liberty 3-yard line on the big play down the left part of the field.
Zach Bro stopping the would-be touchdown there.
Now before he picks up another first financial first down.
First down and 10, 10:24 in the second quarter. West Orange Stark leads Liberty 10-0. Special teams scoring one of the touchdowns. The safety came via the defense. Quickly to the line. Turner snaps. Hands this ball off on the inside and going and getting through and into the end zone for a touchdown. I did not see who
that was number 20, Ross.
That is going to be Raymond Mallett with the touchdown. 16-0 West Orange Stark. Extra point on the way. Jalen Gilmore is going to kick the extra point attempt. His holder down at the 10-yard line. The kick is up, end over end, right through the middle of the uprights. And it is 17-0 with 10:02 left in the second quarter. We'll be back right after this on the Liberty Panthers Sports Network.
Welcome back, Panther Nation. You're watching Liberty Panther football on the Liberty Panther Sports Network. Joe Roberts, Ross Norwood, producer Richard Ewing. 10:02 to go here in the second quarter. West Orange scoring via the run up the middle from number 20, and the Mustangs leading your Liberty Panthers 17-0 and getting set to kick off.
Dawson Victorian on the near side is a return man on the far side. Caden Jones. The kick from Gilmore. Angling towards the West Orange Stark sideline, and it is going to go out. Caden Jones was right there in case it didn't go out of bounds, but it does, and Liberty will get to move that ball up forward. And that was a snafu or mistake there by West Orange Stark, and they have not made any mistakes so far tonight.
Aside from one penalty, they've played pretty mistake-free. You're right, and that's going to be the best starting position that the Panthers have had in this young evening.
It'll be first down and 10 for the Panthers starting position, and they are actually going to do a re-kick. They can elect to re-kick, or they can take it 5 yards from the point it went out of bounds, and they feel like they will have the better shot on the re-kick.
Well, I'm just going to have to erase everything that I just wrote down.
So we'll get to do that again.
Let's try it again, Ross. Take two.
Except the ball will be teed up on the 35-yard line. Return man, far side. Caden Jones on the near side is Dawson Victorian.
Well, what you're seeing is they're trying to, I don't know if he's got the power or if that's just what they're trying to do. That was a high pooch-like kick, and redoing it probably allowed them to get much better starting field position.
Not to mention it could go out of bounds again.
That's true.
The whistle's been blown. Middle of the field, the kick is off. And this one a better kick. Caden Jones fields it at the 20-yard line, comes to the near side. He gets up to the 30 before being taken down. And Liberty will start this drive at their own 30-yard line with 9:57 left in the first half.
Well, that was much ado about nothing. After all that, actually they picked up 1 yard. They're going to start on their 31. So they picked up a yard.
Ball is on the near hash at the Liberty 31-yard line. Fontenot in the shotgun with a back just behind his right hip. Hands this ball off to Dawson Victorian, and Victorian is swallowed up as he gets back to the line of scrimmage at the 30.
That's Valtiera.
Oh, that was Valtiera.
Yep, like I said, he's the one that's changed. He went from 13 to 22.
That was it. Okay, I saw it too.
So he's going to pick up a yard on the carry.
So my spotting charts are pretty much a mess. What a week to change them.
No doubt.
Shotgun formation, 2 wide receivers on the far side. Wide receiver in the motion. Fontenot rolls to his right, has Bro on the sideline, and that is a reception, and it'll be good enough for a first down as he steps out of bounds at the Liberty 45-yard line.
That was a nice rollout, something that we've been waiting for to happen, and they just haven't had the rhythm yet.
Bro last week, 9 receptions for 161 yards and a touchdown, not to mention, that doesn't even mention his defensive performance last week on the year, 16 receptions and 267 yards. Fontenot back to his left. Hands his ball off to Valtiera. He's going to go back to the right side, and he is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. He's going to lose a yard on the first down play. Now he's moving back 1 more yard, so a 2-yard loss for Valtiera.
Yeah, they try to run that counter there, and that side of the formation was blown up. And he's actually going to lose 3 yards on that.
They move back another yard. Ball on the far hash mark, second down and 13 for Liberty, trailing this game 17-0 with 8:36 left in the half. Fontenot sends 2 wide receivers stacked on the right side and 2 on the near side. Claps his hands together, gets the number high snap, looks left, and throws it over the outstretched hands of his receiver.
There's number 23 there.
And we do not have a number 23.
That may be Wilkinson.
That would be a good guess.
Because he was 3, and I don't see a 3 out there. That is Nathaniel Wilkinson at 23.
3rd down and 13 from the Liberty 42-yard line. Far hash mark, 2 wide receivers out far. Dropping back is Fontenot. Fontenot throwing left. Hit as he throws. He's got Wilkinson over the middle, and he is going to be down at the West Orange Star 45-yard line, and that is a 1st down.
Well, that was just a nice concentration play from Wilkinson, because Fontenot did get that. He did get bumped on that. That was a wobble.
It looked like a wounded duck coming out of his hand after he was hit, but 1st down. Ball on the near hash mark at the West Orange Star 45-yard line. Liberty gets back to the line. 2 wide receivers on the near side, 1 on the far side, and back to Fontenot's right. Fontenot going to keep this one, runs up the middle. He crosses the 45, and he is going to get taken down at the West Orange Star 42-yard line.
That was a really nice job of Gavin following his blockers. Manny Freeman, nice lead block for him.
2nd down for Liberty. Ball back in the middle of the field. 2 wide receivers on the near side, 1 on the far side. Bro on the far side receiver. Valtierra to the right of Fontenot. Wilkinson goes in motion from left to right. Quick snap. He's got Wilkinson, but the play looks like it's going to be blown dead.
They're going to call that against Wilkinson. He was moving forward before the ball was snapped.
Before the snap, ball start, number 23 on the offense. 5 yards, still 2nd down.
Yeah,
good catch, Joe.
I was afraid that was going to happen. He turned upfield just a little too soon. And which sucks because that was a great catch that he just had.
After the 5-yard mark off, ball at the is quickly snapped. Fontenot rolls left and throws. It's incomplete, throws out of bounds. He is intended target, Dawson Victorian. 6:49 with the clock stopped. On a beautiful evening here in West Orange.
Well, no matter what happens right now, Ross, the Panthers really needed this to keep the defense off the field for a second, let them get their bearings. This is the first extended drive that we've seen from the Panthers.
They put 3 wide receivers on the far side, back to the right of Fontenot. Fontenot drops back, looks left, has Victorian, and it is incomplete. As Gilmore, the defender, that's 4. Darren Anderson, the safety, comes in and breaks that up.
That was a pretty spiral from Fontenot, and unfortunately Victorian just covered up with multiple defenders back there.
4th down and 12 for Liberty, and Diego Diaz Ramirez coming out for the punt. Standing at his own 38-yard line. Snap is back, kick is off. It's a sidewinder. It's going to be fielded at the 19. The return man goes left, but not very far before being tackled by a host of Panthers.
That was a very, very beautiful punt.
That ball will be placed at the West Orange Stark 23-yard line. Turner back out there for West Orange Stark in the backfield. He's got a back just behind him. Taji Emerson claps his hands together a couple of times, then looks over to the sideline. They're going to audible here. Emerson will come up to his right. He's going to get this inside trap and not go very far. Picks up a couple of yards there, maybe 1. Looking at that spot now. Ball on the far sideline and the West Orange Start 24-yard line. That would be a yard pickup because that started on the 23.
I don't know if they're giving him much on that. He might have just gotten back to the line of scrimmage, Ross.
Shotgun formation with 3 wide receivers on the near side. Looks right and then takes off left, and he is going to get across to the 30 and taken down at the 32-yard line of West Orange Start.
Yeah, Colin Douglas, nice job pulling him down.
Brings up a 3rd and short for West Orange Start. The ball the back in the backfield, Mallett, as they get the play from the sideline. Line already up. Mallett to the right of Turner. Turner claps his hands together, gets the number high snap. Hands off to Mallett. Mallett, he's across the 50. And he is going to be tripped up at the Liberty 47-yard line. That play going left.
Yeah, Zach Groh with the stop there again with the touchdown-saving stop.
Shotgun formation. Back behind him, 3 wide receivers. On the near side, the back is going to be Mallett again. Looks back over to his sideline to get a new play. Going to stay, move Mallett up to his right. Drops back, rolls right. Looks downfield, throws right. Has a receiver who's going to then cut back over towards the far side of the field before getting to the Liberty 29-yard line.
That was number 13 on the reception.
Tadron Peralt. That is Peralt's first reception of the night. Be first down and 10 from the Liberty 29-yard line. Mallett to the left, just behind the left hip, now in motion from left to right. A swing pass to Mallett, hits Mallett. Mallett across the 25, the 20. He's inside the 20, and he is going to be taken down by Bro and Ewing. And that will be at the Liberty 12-yard line, and they're going to get back to the line quickly. They've sent 3 wide receivers on the far side, none on the near side. Emerson, the back behind Turner, and again looks over to the sideline. They consult their wristbands. Emerson moves to the right of Turner. He sends him in motion out to the right. Turner's going to keep this when he's across the 10. Ball is loose. It's still loose. A Liberty player picks it up, but it gets fumbled out of bounds. That looks like Zach Groh.
Oh, that was number 5, Landon Curry, that came up with a kill shot and knocked that ball out of the runner's hands.
Zach Groh almost recovered that football, but too close to the near sideline. And it rolls out of bounds. West Orange Start keeps the ball. It goes back to the Liberty 15-yard line. Second down. They can get a first down. They need the 2-yard line for a first down. Ball on the near hash, and we're going to have a timeout. West Orange Start with 3:01 left in the half. They lead Liberty 17-0 on the Liberty Panthers Sports Network. Back.
Welcome back, Panther Nation. You're listening to Liberty Panther football on the Liberty Panthers Sports Network, and I guess you're watching it also. The Liberty Panthers trying to prevent the Mustangs of West Orange Start from getting into the end zone West Orange Stark taking a timeout at the 3:01 mark here in the waning moments of quarter number 2, and leading the Liberty Panthers 17-0. And they are in the middle of quite a lengthy drive, over 3.5 minutes so far with this drive, and they have been getting a little here, a little there, and then breaking off big chunks. Pretty as you please, as it were.
Landon Curry forced a fumble, but it was near the near sideline. Turner claps his hands. He's going to roll left. Looks for a receiver, has his receiver on the far sideline. He makes the reception, and he's going to get down inside the 5-yard line. There is a flag on the play right after it was blown dead.
And that was number 10 on the reception for the Mustangs.
Nicholas Croson. There is a player down on the far sideline inside the 5-yard line.
And he made a really fine move on the sideline after he caught the ball. And then there was some hard contact there. Zach Bro stepping up to put a pop on him at the very end. And I never want to speculate about what happens. Hopefully he just got the wind knocked out of him.
He is being attended to.
But there was a penalty flag thrown, and they've not indicated what that is so far.
The flag came after the whistle was blown. And
That's number 10.
Crossan is being helped off. He's up on his feet, and he will be off the field. And momentarily, we expect the call from the referee. We're not sure where they spotted this ball, but it is going to be against Liberty because it's spotted at the 1-yard line.
First down. Dead ball. Personal foul. Late hit. Number 7. Half the distance to the goal.
They're going to call Bo Fowler for a late hit. It's half the distance to the goal. Ball down to the Liberty 1-yard line. 2:49 left. Turner in the shotgun back to his left. He is going to hand this ball off, and he is stood up short of the end zone. And it looks like maybe he got half a yard there. And Colby Ewing is going to be credited with that tackle.
And I didn't catch the number. Was that number 16 that tried to go over the top?
Andrew Cooper.
And Colby Ewing, big stop.
Just stood him straight up. Ball on the far hash. 2:13 in the half left. Clock is running. Turner in the shotgun, one back to his right. Ball's going to be handed off up the middle, and it is a touchdown, and some players getting chippy, and another flag comes in. And this one is probably going to go against the Panthers.
That was number 5 on the carry for the Mustangs.
I saw one of the Panthers slap one of the Mustangs on the head in the end zone away from the play. And we will see.
Touchdown is good.
Touchdown is good.
Dead ball. Sportsmanlike conduct, number 9. That 15-yard penalty will be taken on the kickoff. That's number 9.
So it is against an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against Zach Bro. It's a 15-yarder after the play. The touchdown is good. 23-0, West Orange Stark. Extra point pending. They'll assess that penalty on the kickoff. Fire truck sitting in the infield. And we're going to have some movement as this ball was snapped about the time the West Orange Stark band started playing. And it is going to be a false start, so they tripped up. I couldn't quite as I heard that one slowly starting up, trying to figure out exactly what that was. The West Orange Stark band is very loud.
Yeah, they're pretty entertaining to listen to.
Got to see them walk in on the track as they came in. Ball put down at the 15. The kick is up. It's high, and it is wide left. And the score is 23-0. West Orange Stark with 2:02 left to play in the half on the Liberty Panther Sports Network. Back after this.
Welcome back, Panther Nation. You are watching Liberty Panther football on the Liberty Panther Sports Network. I'm Joe Roberts. Alongside me, Ross Norwood, doing the play-by-play this evening. Producer Richard Ewing, Eduardo Mata, Grant Burgos, Nicole Ledoux, our student AV crew on this fine Friday evening at Dan R. Hook Stadium. 9-4A action. Both the West Orange Stark Mustangs and the Liberty Panthers dropping their opener last week. And so far, through almost 2 quarters of play, it's been all Mustangs. And the dead ball personal foul at the end of that last touchdown drive being assessed on this kickoff. And they're kicking the ball off in Panther territory. And I'm not sure they're still going to kick it into the end zone. Maybe I'm wrong, Ross.
Ball at the Liberty 45-yard line. The kick is off. It is a low spinner. Off Shellhammer. He dives forward. We'll see if he's got it. West Orange Stark says they've got it. And West Orange Stark does have it.
Well, that's something that you don't look forward to, Ross. The onside, well, it wasn't even an onside kick. It was a short kick and just not able to be fielded cleanly.
Kick only got about shoulder high. West Orange Stark's offense will come back out and start this drive from the Liberty 28-yard line, middle of the field. 2 timeouts for West Orange Stark with 2:01 left in the half. They lead Liberty 23-0. Turner with a back in the backfield behind him. Claps his hands together. Again, now looks to the sideline. West Orange Stark sideline is that far sideline. Looks back, claps his hands again, hands this ball off to Emerson. Emerson is stood up and continues to churn his legs before being taken down, and he may pick up 2 yards there as that ball is going to be spotted at the Liberty 21-yard line. Well, I guess he picked up. Yeah, that was 2 yards.
And number 8, Colby Ewing on the stop.
Colby Ewing and Colin Douglas were in on that stop for Liberty. 2nd down. This ball's going to be handed off to Emerson. Emerson goes back inside, goes left, and he is going to get taken down after tripping over a Panther on the far hash mark. And that ball going to get down inside the Liberty 15-yard line at the 14-yard line. Brings up a 3rd down and short. 3 wide receivers on the near side for West Orange Stark. They put 1 out on the far side. Back to the right. This ball fake hands off. Swing pass, and it is incomplete. Intended receiver on the right side. They're carrying Judge. And that ball airmailed him. And it'll bring up a 4th down and short. And I would be surprised, Joe, with 51 seconds left in the half, this far into Liberty territory, that they would not go for it here on this 4th and short. And it does appear they are going to go for it. Taja Emerson goes out of the game. Coming into the game is Jalen Gilmore. Gilmore staggered just behind the right hip. He's going to get the handoff. He moves straight forward, now going to the right side, and he is wrapped up and taken down after picking up a few yards. Enough for the 1st down, as that ball is going to be spotted at the Liberty 12-yard line, and a timeout called by West Orange Stark with 44 seconds left in the 2nd half. West Orange Stark leads Liberty 23-0 on the Liberty Panthers Sports Network. Back after this.
Welcome back, Panther Nation. You're watching Liberty Panther football on the Liberty Panther Sports Network. With under a minute to go here at Dan R. Hooks Stadium, the West Orange Mustangs picking up a first down and then going into a timeout and trying to find the end zone once again.
First down and 10 from the Liberty 12-yard line. Ball just off the inside of the hash on the near side. Swing pass is good across the 10-yard line and taken down inside the 5 to it looks about the 2-yard line on the far side of the field is DeCarian Judge. It'll be a first down. And he does get out of bounds, so the clock stops at 38 seconds. First down and goal from the Liberty 2-yard line on the far hash mark. Turner gets the snap, hands it off. No, he's going to keep it himself as he goes right and jumps over a Liberty player down into the end zone for a touchdown. West Orange start. Marcus Turner with the quarterback keeper.
Well, he fooled everyone on that, Ross. It looked like he had handed it off to number 8, and everyone went that way, and he just pulled it and essentially stepped into the end zone.
29-0 West Orange Stark with 33.5 seconds. I don't know why I just gave the 0.5 seconds, but it seemed important. It's not. 2-point conversion attempt by West Orange Stark as Turner hands this ball off to Gilmore, and Gilmore goes unabated into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. And the score now 31-0. West Orange Stark, and not the first half Liberty was hoping for.
That is indeed not the first half that Liberty was hoping for, Ross. Last year at this time, stepping into halftime, they were trailing 38-0, and so it's shades of history. But unlike last year, this year they're not making quite as many mistakes as they did. If I wouldn't pin my hat on that one, but they do look better. But this West Orange team, they are just dangerous. Turner, the quarterback, has found multiple receivers, multiple running backs, and they are just all getting it done.
And he's shown the ability to throw tight spirals into tight places.
I'm sure that this is the product that they were hoping that they were going to put on the field last week when they traveled to Silsbee.
Gilmore tees the ball up at the 40-yard line with 33 seconds left for the Panthers. Number 26 on the far side for Liberty. On the near side is Victorian. This one's going to be caught just outside the far hash mark, and he cuts across the left side trying to get some room. Can't get any room, picks up a few yards, and he's going to be taken down at the Liberty 24-yard line. Be a first down and 10. Joe, you may have who 26 is, and I think.
Yeah, who did I say that was? I'm gonna have to go back and look at that.
Ball at the Liberty 24-yard line with 26 seconds. Trailing West Orange Stark 31-0. Liberty gets the ball back to start the second half. Joe, what do you expect to see on this drive?
Well, they don't have a bunch of time here, and they're probably going to take a shot or two.
They have all 3 of their timeouts remaining. Fontenot with the back to his right, rolls out right, throws deep down the field to Victorian, and Victorian makes the catch, but they're going to say he was out of bounds.
No, that was Zach Bro with the catch. Oh, that was.
Okay, I'm having a hard time with these numbers. Bro did make the catch.
He did. That was a really nice catch.
And it was a nice throw by Fontenot. Only Bro, who was the far side receiver, could get that one. Back to the line. Bro still out on the far side. A keeper up the middle now to the left as he gets across the 35-yard line and taken down at the 36-yard line. That's good enough for a first down, but the clock continues to run, and Liberty is content with letting this clock run out to end the first half of Very tough first half for Liberty, and that does it as the buzzer sounds. A 31-0 halftime lead for West Orange Stark in West Orange on the Liberty Panthers Sports Network. We're going to take a break. We'll be back with you here in just a second.
Welcome back, Panther Nation. You are watching Liberty Panther football on the Liberty Panther Sports Network. Joe Roberts, Ross Norwood, producer Richard Ewing. We are in West Orange for 9-4A week number 2. Your Liberty Panthers, after a half, trailing 31-0, and the West Orange Stark Mustangs have done it in a myriad of ways, scoring on a safety, scoring on the safety kickoff return, scoring in the air, scoring on the ground. Both the quarterback Turner, number 17, and several of his running backs have found the end zone. And so far, the Liberty Panthers struggling to find an answer. Now, before we jump into more of this talk, Ross, we're going to turn our attention to the Liberty High School Marching Band and the Prancer crew. The Prancers under the direction of Miss Lauren Key, the band under the direction of Sean Smith. So I'm going to be quiet and let us listen to that, and then when they're done, we'll come back with this, Ross.
The Prancers are under the direction of Lauren Key. Emily Edwards is their assistant director. Social officers are Maya Mitchell and Kate Payne. Military officers are Lieutenant Melissa Gobea, Co-Captain Andrew Payne, and Captain Gayla Rose. The Prancer for week is Casey Payne. The Prancers have chosen Coach Terry Higginbottom as their teacher of the week. Thank you for all that you do for your students. The Prancers performed a Palmer team to I'm Still Standing, performed by the Mighty Panther Band. You're the same side. Yeah, okay. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Liberty ISD is proud to present the award-winning Panther Marching Band. The band is under the co-direction of drum major on the piano player and Lexi guitar. Tonight, the band performed its 2022 show, Princes of the Union, featuring the music of music legends, Queen and Gustav Holst, featuring trumpet soloist Juan Sanchez and West Orange, and tenor saxophone soloist Ivan Morello. Here is Princes of the Union. Guard member of the week is Eileen Mayer. The section name is the saxophone section.
Why is he here? They don't have our type of
At this time, we would like to recognize our 2022 homecoming board members. These young men and women have been selected by their peers to represent West Orange High School. Senior Amaya Gradnigo has been selected as the 2022 cheer sweetheart. She is the daughter of Amanda and John Gradnigo. She is a member of ECHS, Student Council, and is in an All-American cheer. Tonight, she is being escorted by Detective Jason Lawson in honor of her sister, Aaliyah Gradnigo. Senior Janaya Winston has been selected as the 2022 band sweetheart. She is the daughter of Nathan Winston. She is a member of M3 Band, basketball, and the National Honor Society. Tonight, she is being escorted by her father, Nathan Winston. Senior Asia Stewart has been selected as the 2022 Big sweetheart. She is the daughter of Courtney Davenport and Brandon Stewart. She is the first lieutenant of the building, member of the Student Council, and plans to go to PV and become a nurse. Tonight, she is being escorted by her father, Brandon Stewart. Senior Esmeralda Patrick. She has been selected as the 2022 football sweetheart. She is the daughter of Julio Caesar and Christina Mora. She is a student trainer, member of the Student Council, and ECHS. Tonight, she is being escorted by her sister, Evelyn Patrick. Freshman Countess Shakendria Papillon. She is the daughter of Glenda Hughes. Tonight, she is being escorted by her brother, Kendrick Hughes. Freshman Countess Kirsten Johnson. She is the daughter of Paola Wallace, Kurt Johnson, Tanya Claire, and Pete Cameron. Tonight, she is being escorted by Everett Moses. Sophomore Duchess, Ariana Hernandez Bishop. She is the daughter of Silvia Hernandez. She is a dance member of every band dance in the band. Tonight, she is being escorted by her brother, Adrian Kirchhoff. Sophomore Duchess, Soleil Smith. She is the daughter of Ed Smith. She is in varsity softball and is an All-American varsity cheerleader. Tonight, she is being escorted by her mother, Debbie Smith. Junior Duchess, John-Janique Jojo LeBlanc. She is the daughter of Michelle Davenport and John LeBlanc. She is a competitive dancer, fiddler, and member of powerlifting. Tonight, she is being escorted by her brother, J.B. Ross.
Please come back out there.
Junior Duchess, Crystal Santillana. She is the daughter of Aaron Santillana. She is in varsity volleyball, track, cross country, and softball. Tonight, she is being escorted by her father, Aaron Santillana. Senior Princess, Raven Day. She is the daughter of a review dancer. She is an athletic trainer in softball and in track and relay. Tonight, she is being escorted by her grandfather, Nick Goldberg.
That has to be the same side. We're going to stack up a great part to the place.
Senior Princess, Tori Culpepper. She is the daughter of the She is the captain of the M3 Band Dance Line, member of the National Honor Society, and plans to first CNA certificate acquired while attending West Orange High School. Tonight, she is being met on the field by her grandfather, Jimmy Burden Jr. Senior Princess Aaliyah Stewart. She is the daughter of Destiny Taylor and Robert Stewart. She is in captain of All-American cheerleader, member of the National Honor Society, and plans to be an orthodontist after majoring in biology at FAMU. Tonight, she is being escorted by her father, Roger Cabrera. Senior Princess Isaiah Crawford. She is the daughter of She is an All-American cheerleader, graduate with a cosmetology license, and attend Lamar University majoring in business. Tonight, she is being escorted by her father, Dante Crawford.
Zip down that seat, though.
Senior Princess Brianna Burnett. She is the daughter of Cassandra Burnett and Larry McDonald. She is in volleyball, track, and co-captain for cheer. Tonight, she is being escorted by her father, Larry McDonald Jr. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me in congratulating our 2022 West Orange Stars homecoming court.
No, see how they're out there.
The Queen will be crowned by our principal, Mrs. Hollywood. Now for the moment we've all been waiting for, the coronation of our homecoming queen.
Where's that girl in the green dress? Exactly, but where's the girl in the green dress? They have an American and Mexican flag.
Our homecoming queen is Aaliyah Stewart.
Who's that? Junior. Where the heck is that exposed? Placement.
There you go. Thank you. That's straight to camera awareness. There you go.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, show your love for the 2022 Homecoming Court. Ladies and gentlemen, since we have a little break in action before the Mustang gets on the field, special treat again, Homecoming 2022, 1980. District champion in the house tonight.
Welcome back, Panther Nation. You've been watching Liberty Panther football on the Liberty Panther Sports Network. Joe Roberts, Ross Norwood, producer Richard Ewing. Halftime festivities coming to a conclusion here in West Orange, Texas, 9-4A action. Your Liberty Panthers trailing 31-0, and it has been a bit of a different sort of ride so far for the Liberty Panthers. This has been their biggest deficit so far on the season as they're coming back onto the field. In the first quarter, the Mustangs getting on the board first, the 4:58 mark with the safety. The Panther defense, gosh, they did such a great job. They stiffened up, they prevented the touchdown, and then gave up the safety almost right away from there. And then 20 seconds later, the kickoff return and the two-point conversion at the 4:38 mark. West Orange getting on the board again, then leading 10-0. It was fairly slow going from there until the second quarter, the 10:02 mark, number 20, the running back punching it in, scoring a touchdown, scored 0-17, and then almost at the conclusion of the second quarter, the 2:02 mark, number 5 with a rushing touchdown, and the missed extra point made it 0-23, and then just before the half concluded at the 33-second mark, Turner, the quarterback, number 17, scoring on the keeper with a two-point conversion, and that's where we stand, 31-0. The Liberty Panthers trailing the West Orange Stark Mustangs, and getting set momentarily for the kickoff. And thankfully, some of the coaching crew up here helping us out with some numbers. The Liberty Panthers unveiling their new Under Armour uniforms tonight, and a few of the young men having some different numbers because of the switch from the Adidas uniforms to the Under Armour uniforms. But at any rate, West Orange getting ready to kick off to the Liberty Panthers. And as we've seen so far this season, the coaching staff for the Panthers having done a great job every halftime getting the boys pepped up, amped up, and ramped up, ready to go with adjustments at halftime. Back deep for the Panthers, number 9, Zach Bro, and number 2, Dawson Victorian. And away we go as we open up the second half, and Zach Bro fielding the kickoff and trying to find some purchase, and finally getting pulled down at about the 32-yard line of the Liberty Panthers, and that will start half number 2 and drive number 1 in the second half for the Liberty Panthers.
Gotten this sorted out. Want to thank Coach Niles. He's been fantastic as this play comes back towards the near sideline. And it's going to be a pickup for Liberty, and they're going to get up to the 42-yard line of Liberty.
That'd be the 38-yard line.
Well, you know how good my math is. On the near sideline, Gavin Fontenot in the shotgun back to his right. Takes this one, calls his name, goes right, and he's not going to get a whole lot, but he will pick up a yard or 2 as he's tackled in the middle of the field. That ball up to the 38-yard line. Middle of the football field. Liberty's new uniforms, they look good. But some numbers changes, and you start looking at numbers and go, wait a minute, that's not, they weren't that last year, or last week. Zach Bro is going to be the far side receiver. Wilkinson goes in motion from left to right, stops. Fontenot rolls to his left. He's throwing. Victorian is the receiver, and it's there's going to be a flag as that is incomplete. And Christopher Jones with the coverage for West Orange Star.
They get a little pass interference there, if I'm going to guess.
There was a lot of contact, and I think
a lot of contact.
Victorian got his hands on the football.
Yeah, I thought he made an acrobatic catch there.
So as the official confer with the referee on the near sideline at about the 46-yard line in front of the Liberty sideline. Referee making his way out. He just dipped his head down. And it is going to be pass interference. I think the only question was if there was a lot of contact is between the two, the receiver and the defensive back.
Yeah, sometimes you think that's going to be automatically a defensive pass interference, and then sometimes you'll get tricked and it'll come back and it'll be on the offense. But on that instance, it looked like it was pretty clear.
Fresh set of downs, ball at the West Orange Stark 48-yard line. Two wide receivers on the near side out of that tight end position. Wilkinson goes in motion from left to right. Letter high snap, and the throw as he rolls right is incomplete, hits the turf. And a little late contact there on Wilkinson as he was down on the turf. And the West Orange Star coaching staff gets on to the defensive back who made the contact. And he's coming out of the game. Second down and 10 from the West Orange Stark 48-yard line on the near hash. Two wide receivers on the far side. Rolling right is Fontenot. He throws to Victorian, who had gone down onto the turf, and it'll bring up a third down and 10.
Panthers coming out hard and attacking, exactly what you want to see from them. Now they're going to start making some completions.
So on third down and 10 from the West Orange Stark 48-yard line, Zach Bro goes out on the far side as the receiver. Two wide receivers staggered on the near side, ball on the near hash. Fontenot gets the snap at the bottom of the numbers. He's in trouble, and he is spun down for a sack by his jersey. And that'll bring up fourth down. That ball is going to move Liberty back to the Liberty 48-yard line.
Yeah, he almost got away from that. The Mustangs brought the house that time, and they just weren't prepared for that. Pocket collapsed very fast on Fontenot.
Fourth down and 14. Diego Diaz-Ramirez gets the snap, belt high, sends off a high kick, end over end. It's down. Flag is on the field, and this ball will be killed by Liberty at the West Orange Stark 15-yard line. We'll see what the flag is. It is sitting on the West Orange Stark 34-yard line on the far hash mark, and there are multiple flags.
Yeah, there's several flags on the field. I was just about to say 37, and then I saw the 34.
There's one at the 37.
After the kick on the return, holding number 40 on the offense. After this fumble, first down, West Orange Stark.
They will get West Orange Stark for holding. Not a lot of penalties in this one. And that will move them half the distance to the goal, and they will start this drive, their first of the second half, from their 8-yard line. Ball is on that far hash mark. One back in the backfield behind Turner, the quarterback. He's got a receiver on the far side and two on the near side. Claps his hands together a couple of times as he's done tonight, then looks quickly over to the sideline. Communicates with his team. And the back moves up to the right hip of Turner. Turner's going to hand this ball off to the back. He goes left outside the far hash marks and doesn't get much. He maybe gets 2 yards on the play.
That was number 20, Raymond Mallett.
Raymond Mallett, the ball carrier for West Orange Stark. 31-0, 9:19 in the third quarter. The first offensive possession for West Orange Stark in the second half. Ball on the far hash mark. Turner takes this one just above the numbers, and he is quickly hands it off and is quickly wrapped up by Panthers for a loss in the backfield.
Yeah, Victor Ruiz, number 72, in the backfield almost immediately, and that was a great way to shut it down. Panther defense throughout the season has come out of the gates pretty fast.
8:40 brings up third down and about 9, maybe, say 3rd and 8. This ball is thrown on the right side in front of the sticks, but quickly wrapped up by a host of Panthers and taken down for a loss. Actually, no, they're going to give him forward progress as he gets out to the West Orange Stark.
He's standing on the
14-yard line. I couldn't tell if he was standing on the 13 or the 14. That was, what was that? That was not a swing pass, Joe.
No,
that was a little something different.
Man downfield on the offense. That penalty is declined. Result of the play, 4th down.
There we go. No, he just found a pocket right there in the flat area, and he took advantage of that space. And that's going to be nice for the Panthers, as that illegal man downfield that happens when you're trying to, it wasn't even quite a screen look, but they're going to decline that penalty. It'd be the first punt that we've seen from West Orange.
Jalen Gilmore, the punter, standing on his 2-yard line, a slow high snap. He brings it down, kicks it. It's only going to land at the 35. It takes a West Orange Stark roll, and it will be dead at the West Orange, or the Liberty, or excuse me, the West Orange Stark, I'll get it right, 44-yard line. Flag comes in late. We'll see what this is. It's going to be a dead ball penalty. The referee, who was standing at about the 15-yard line, threw that well after the play. And we'll see who this is against.
After the play was over, dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct on number 15, Tawny. 15 yards from end of the kick. Automatic first down.
Unsportsmanlike conduct for West Orange Stark for taunting on that one.
Yeah, you don't see that a whole bunch. And I know that coaching staff will not be happy about that.
So let me ask you about that real quick while the Panther offense makes their way. Best field position for Liberty. We'll pick it up after this at the 29-yard line of West Orange Stark. Ball on the inside of the far hash mark. Two wide receivers out on the far side. Wilkinson, one of the far side wide receivers, moves right to left. This ball handed off to Valtierra, who tries to get up the middle, and he is going to get down to the, what is that, the 26-yard line?
No, I think they're going to give the 27 there.
Okay, the 27-yard line. Now football placed down on the ground, the line of scrimmage. In the middle of the hash marks, two wide receivers, Wilkinson and Bro, are deep. Victorian, the near side receiver, back Valtierra as Wilkinson goes in motion right to left. Fontenot looks deep, has Bro, but just beyond his reach in the end zone.
Oh, that was an opportunity right there, Ross. Bro beat his defender on the inside, and Fontenot finally had time to read his progressions and scan back to him. He wasn't looking that way initially, just a little bit outside of his reach.
Adrian Peralt with the coverage for West Orange Stark. Third down. Ball remains in the middle of the field between the hash marks. Two wide receivers now on the near side, one on the far side. Wilkinson on the near side starts in motion right to left. This ball is thrown. Intended receiver is Wilkinson. Hit is Fontenot right at the end of the play after he released the ball, or just as he released the ball. Falls incomplete. Wilkinson, the intended receiver.
At that time, Fontenot had a bunch of heat on him right away and had to get rid of that ball very quickly.
Liberty's offense staying on the field on this 4th and, what would you call that, about 8?
Yeah, I would say 4th and 8.
Offensive coordinator Lincoln Hankey giving the signal. And Fontenot in the shotgun. He's got 2 wide receivers on the near side. Wilkinson on the near side going left to right in motion. Bro, the lone far side receiver. He throws to Victorian. This ball's tipped, and it is caught!
Wow, that was a circus catch if I've seen one. He tipped that up to himself and fell down in the end zone with that. Wonderful, wonderful. And we've got a replay coming back at us.
They're going to go quickly to the line. And they are going to send Diego Diaz-Ramirez out. He's got the tee that is place kick, but the offensive line is stacked to the left side, the near side. Fontenot gets this snap. He rolls right. He's got
Zach Bro there for the 2-point conversion.
And Liberty on the board for the first time. They are with 8 points after the successful 2-point conversion on the Liberty Panther Sports Network. 31 West Orange Stark, 8 Liberty.
Welcome back, Panther Nation. You're watching Liberty Panther football on the Liberty Panther Sports Network. 7:06 to go in the third quarter, and finally the Liberty Panthers striking pay dirt. And we're going to take a look at the replay. Gavin Fontenot roaming, and there we go. Let's see that replay now. Sorry, I'm looking at my computer and it was laggy, but what you should have seen is Victorian having 2 defensive backs on him and popping the ball up to himself and falling into the end zone with the ball.
2 deep men for West Orange Stark standing on the other side of their own 10-yard line. This ball is booted and lands in the end zone for a touchback and rolls out of the back of the end zone, right in the middle of the end zone.
For the touchback.
Liberty with that 8 points after a successful 2-point conversion. Joe, we saw that attempted last week, the same play late in that game by Liberty on that 2-point conversion. It was not successful last week, but this week it was executed, and a great catch by Dawson Victorian.
And on the swinging gate pass, Zach Bro all by himself. That was an easy pitch and catch for Fontenot for the 2-point conversion as well.
Ball in the middle of the field, 3 wide receivers on the near side, 1 on the far side. Snap back just above the belt. Rolling right is Turner. Turner finds a receiver on the near side. He's going to cut across the field, and he's got some room, and he is going to get forward about 9 yards. As he went from one side of the field to the other.
That was Bo Fowler on the stop, and thankfully he was there again.
Andrew Cooper had the reception for West Orange Stark. Again at the line with 3 wide receivers on the near side, 1 on the far side. Liberty showing blitz. Turner, quick swing pass on the near side. He's got the receiver. There is a flag down as the receivers dragged it down by Tony Denman.
Yeah, they may be calling. I don't know if they're going to call holding there or not because he was by himself. It looked like he caught a piece of that face mask.
The head linesman.
But they did. They called it right away. So he was calling it on the other side, not where I was looking.
Yeah, the head linesman threw a flag. And that will back up West Orange Stark 10 yards. It'll negate the first down or the short third down attempt. And then brings up a second down and what would you say, Joe, about 9?
About 9, yeah.
Second down and 9. Ball on the near hash mark, empty backfield. Clapping his hands together, getting this just above belt high. He has a receiver who comes up and gets up to the 30 before being taken down. On the far side, they're going to give him the 31-yard line, short of a first down. He needs probably about 4 more yards as this ball spotted at the West Orange Stark 31-yard line. 5:43 left in the third quarter. Looking over at the sideline, Turner and his receivers, 3 on the near side, 1 on the far side, a back to his right. That is Emerson. Turner claps the hands together, gets it belt high, rolls right, looks downfield. He has got a receiver, and it's underthrown. And incomplete. Andrew Cooper, the receiver. Tony Denman with the coverage. And that'll bring up fourth down.
Yeah, Denman was right there. That was really, really nice coverage by Denman. And that's something that the Panthers have struggled with, is getting beat over the top back there. And that time Denman was in prime position.
Be the second time West Orange Stark, you would assume, is going to punt here. Even though it is fourth and about 4 yards, they are in West Orange Stark. They're in their own territory, I guess is the easier way to say it, but why do that? Return man for Liberty standing at Dawson Victorian. So he backs up, this punt is off. It is a high winding punt coming towards the Liberty sideline. Takes a big bounce in the air and back towards the 50 before being killed at the Liberty 49-yard line with 5:10 left in this game, third quarter. Yes, there's left in the third quarter. Liberty trails West Orange Stark 31-8. On the Liberty Panther Sports Network, back after this.
Welcome back, Panther Nation.
Back to the line. A quarterback keeper to the right is Fontenot, and he is going to pick up some yardage there, maybe about 4 yards. And he is taken down at the West Orange Stark 47-yard line. Ball set on the far hash mark. 4:43 left in the third quarter. Liberty trails West Orange Stark 31-8. Second district ball game of the year for Liberty. Snap just above the belt. Fontenot hands it off, and there is a scrum.
That time Manny Freeman taking the ball. First time that he's carried the ball.
And they're going to say he got back to the line of scrimmage. Liberty back at the line quickly. 1 wide receiver, Bro, on the far side, 2 on the near side. 2 backs in the backfield. Fontenot drops back, throws a spiral down the far sideline, and it is incomplete. There's a flag late as Zach Bro is down on the ground on the West Orange Stark sideline.
Well, they got tripped up in each other's feet. The flag is over there. I'm not sure if they're going to call that pass interference or not. But he definitely got tripped up there.
Now I will say this, Joe, watching when that flag was thrown, as the coaching staff, including head coach Chris Lackey, I see Joe Slack running over to the West Orange Stark sideline. He's down on the sideline about the West Orange Stark 8-yard line.
Yeah, and if he's been their best receiver so far these last couple of games. And there's a reason why they've been targeting him, because he makes the catch. The Liberty Panther offense doing what we've seen them do 5 straight weeks in a row, right? Coming out of halftime, seemingly on fire, forcing the Mustangs to punt for the first time, and now they've punted again. So 2 punts, how about that? And still waiting in the coaching staff helping Zach off the field. He's not walking under his own power, but hopefully it's nothing major.
The coaches and athletic trainer.
Yeah, they'll get him on the sideline and take a look at him. Again, I don't want to speculate about anything that's going on. But the Panther offense will come back out on the field with 3rd down and about 7 to go.
Sideline warning on the home team.
Oh, so that's going to be what the flag was, a sideline warning. So they didn't flag him for anything.
So did he get tripped up? Maybe after this play we can look back and see if he got tripped up by somebody that was out from the sideline.
Well, I think maybe when he got near the sideline, that may have been the case. He got tripped up by the defensive back, but there were a lot of people that were really close to the line.
Panthers going forward on 4th down. Fontenot rolls right, and a incomplete pass on the near sideline. And I believe that was Wilkinson.
Yes.
Was the intended receiver. That'll be a turnover over on downs, and West Orange Stark will get this football from their own 47-yard line.
Yeah, the trainer Morgan Webb over there on the sideline taking a look at Zach.
Turner in the shotgun back behind him. He's going to spin around as he gets his snap and hands it off to the ball carrier. Tackled at the line of scrimmage, but a flag comes in as he was spun down.
That was Dawson Victorian who got back there with a nice work.
Brought down by number 8, Colby Ewing. Flag on the play.
Colby Ewing with the tackle. And we await the referee's call on that.
Holding on the offense, number 68.
And it is going to be against West Orange Stark, which was a surprise considering when that flag came in.
Yeah, that was a kind of a late flag.
So the 10-yard write-off there, if you will, is going to put the ball at the West Orange Stark 37-yard line. I couldn't tell if it was a 36 or 37-yard line. Still 1st down, 1st and 20. Ball on that far hash mark. Mallet, the ball, swing pass. He has his receiver in the backfield, and he's across the 50, the 45. Bo Fowler makes first contact, wraps him up, and takes him down at the West Orange, or the Liberty 39-yard line. I'll get it right one of these days.
One of these days. As Colton Bishop on the tackle there did a real nice job of getting in there and pulling him down.
Andrew Cooper with the reception. They're going to put 3 wide receivers on the far side. Mallet, the halfback, to the left. This ball's going to be handed off to Mallet. Mallet runs right, and he's going to get across the line of scrimmage and down to the 35-yard line.
And Colton Bishop again with the stop.
Mallet coming out of the game, coming in at the running back position. Taja Emerson, seen him a lot tonight with Mallett. Be second down in probably about 6 yards. Turner in the shotgun with 3 wide receivers on the far side. He's going to roll left, looking downfield. He has a receiver just on the far hash, and he's going to make the catch, cut back inside, and be taken down inside the Liberty 15-yard line to the 14.
That was number 13 with the reception, Ross.
That's Peralt.
But he picked up another first financial first down. Go, stay, go.
First down and 10 from the Liberty 14-yard line. 1:55 left in the third quarter. Turner takes the snap. It's going to be handed off to Emerson. Emerson jets up the right side, the left side, into the end zone for a touchdown, and there are no flags.
Yeah, that was just a basic counter right there. And with his speed, with the lineman going one way and him cutting back the other way, it just pushed the entire defense, and it opened up an incredible hole for him to jet through there.
Jalen Gilmore on to kick and attempt the extra point for West Orange Stark, who lead Liberty 37-8. The snap is back. It is down. Low kick from Gilmore, and it misses. It's wide right, but there is a flag coming in because of contact. It's going to go against Liberty, and we'll have to wait and see if it's roughing the kicker or running into the kicker. I would believe either one of them. It doesn't matter at this point. They'll re-kick this half the distance to the goal.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker.
It is roughing the kicker, a personal foul.
Offense has elected to go for 2 at the distance of the goal. Retry.
And they will retry this. Gilmore 0 for 1 in extra point attempts. He missed that one. Now they're going to go for 2. Turner at the 5-yard line takes the snap, belt high. Hands it off to Gilmore. Gilmore going right and steps into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. And it is 39-8 with 1:36 left in the third quarter on the Liberty Panthers Sports Network. Back after this.
Welcome back, Panther Nation. You're watching Liberty Panther football on the Liberty Panthers Sports Network. 1:36 to go here in the third quarter. Liberty Panthers trailing 39-8. Number 22 with the 14-yard touchdown run. And the missed extra point negated by the roughing the kicker, and then they were able to punch in the 2-point conversion.
Gilmore ready to kick this one off to the Panthers. Kick angling towards the far side. It's going to be fielded by Denman. Denman goes up a couple of yards on the far side and is hit. And he is down. And Liberty will begin their drive at their own. They're going to give him the 30 there. 29-yard line.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate, Ross.
Says the head linesman when he came over to talk to the crew chain.
Lady Panther volleyball team getting a big win against Hampshire Finette earlier today, moving to 2-1 in District 24A volleyball action.
And 2-0 this week after that big win on Tuesday. Fontenot drops back, looks downfield. Wilkinson is wide open, but this ball is overthrown and incomplete as Wilkinson was running down the far hash mark.
Well, he had that backside defender beat as well, Ross. And Fontenot got a little excited there and put a little extra mustard on that pass.
2nd and 10 for Liberty from their own 29-yard line. One wide receiver, Bankhead, is out far. 2 wide receivers on the near side. Valtierra to the left of Fontenot. Fontenot is going to keep this one. He's going to run up the middle, but he is not going to get much. He may get to 30. They're going to give him a yard.
That was a tough yard.
Before the play was blown dead. 3rd down and 9. Ball on the far hash mark. Liberty trails West Orange Stark 39-8. Under a minute to play in the 3rd quarter in West Orange. Shotgun formation, 2 wide receivers on the far side, 2 on the near side. Wilkinson comes in motion from right to left. Fontenot gets the snap, rolls right. He's got pressure, throws it, gets rid of it as he's coming out of bounds and under pressure, and that'll bring up 4th down. He wisely threw that one away.
Yeah, that was nice. He actually had a good bit of time, but the coverage from West Orange blankets on the receivers, and so he really had nowhere to go.
Back in for the Mustangs, number 16, Andrew Cooper.
Andrew Cooper, the return man for West Orange Stark, standing at his own 45-yard line. Diego Diaz Ramirez standing on his 15-yard line to receive this snap. Good snap, belt high. Diaz kicks this one high, end over end, and it is mishandled. Liberty is going to recover.
Boy, I saw that coming a mile away. He should never have fielded that. He didn't get a handle on it. He picked his head up way too fast, and the Panthers finally getting a ball to break their way. Have a day. Amazing Liberty Panthers.
Diego Diaz Ramirez with another good punt there. He has had some beauties so far this year. And the Panthers will be set up at the West Orange Stark 33-yard line. Ball on the far hash mark. They trail West Orange Stark 39-8. 30 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Valtierra goes in motion from right to left. This ball's handed off to Freeman. Freeman runs right, and he is going to get up to the 31-yard line. 2-yard gain for Liberty. I believe that is going to do it. That will do it for the 3rd quarter. They'll let this clock expire. 12 more minutes left in this one. Liberty trails West Orange Stark 39-8 in West Orange on the Liberty Panthers Sports Network. Back after this.
Quarter. Mustangs there. 4.
Welcome back, Panther Nation. You're watching Liberty Panther football on the Liberty Panther Sports Network. Joe Roberts, Ross Norwood, producer Richard Ewing. After 3, Liberty trailing 39-8. But a huge special teams play for the Liberty Panthers, Ross.
It all starts with a Diego Diaz Ramirez boot on the punt, and it was misplayed by Andrew Cooper, the return man for West Orange Stark. Capitalized on it. Liberty has been in that position a couple of times in that game last week with Jasper, but bounces right back to Jasper. This time Liberty was able to recover. They have the ball at their 31-yard line, or the West Orange Stark 31-yard line. Fontenot gets this, heads left. He's across the 20, and he is going down inside the 20. A late flag on the far side. We'll see what this one is.
Well, that's the first time we've really seen Fontenot get out and find some area, and that's probably going to be a hold against the Panthers based on the reaction of the coaches. And that may explain why he had such a big zone out there.
Legal block in the back.
Oh,
The offense, number 4.
well, that's the other one.
That's one of the two, the block in the back and or the hold, or if you're putting money on what the call will be with a flag in that area, you're going to be right more times than not.
Well, that's going to...
Liberty will have a second down and 8. Fontenot in the shotgun. Gets this pass just above the numbers. Looks downfield. He's got a receiver over the middle, but it's in and out of the hands of Dawson Victorian.
Well, he's gonna have a hard think about that one.
There is a flag, and this one is going to be roughing the passer against West Orange Stark. It'll be an automatic first down at 15 yards.
Well, that was a bailout for sure.
The question is, how many personal fouls is that on West Orange Stark tonight? It seems like there have been, well, I know there have been multiples.
No, there have been several. I could probably go back and look at that. My brain and my pencil and my paper don't work that fast, though, right now, Ross.
Ball on the far hash mark. Fontenot has it back to his right. Wilkinson in motion. Fontenot looks right. Has Wilkinson inside the 20-yard line. Wilkinson gets away from a tackle and gets down to the 15 on the near side. And that is going to be enough for a Liberty Panther first down. Oh, excuse me. No, I was thinking, wait a minute.
No, they had a first down, Ross. You were pretty correct. A play earlier. You know, we talked about Wilkinson and how great of hands he has, and they hadn't been going to him a lot. This game, they have been calling his number a bunch.
Fontenot claps his hands together. Wilkinson in motion from right to left. Fontenot's got this one. He's going to keep it. He's going to run right. He's outside the far hash mark, and he is going to get up to the 15. Or down to the 15. Now they're going to say 16-yard line. They're going to say his knee was down before he ended up on the ground at the 15.
So not much on that pickup there. You know, I want to mention. Well, I'll do it after we come back from the timeout.
Liberty's going to take a timeout their first of the half with 10:23 left in the fourth quarter. They trail West Orange Stark 39-8 on the Liberty Panthers Sports Network. Back after this.
Welcome back, Panther Nation. You're watching Liberty Panther football on the Liberty Panther Sports Network, coming out of the timeout with 10:23 to go here in the fourth quarter. I wanted to mention how great it was Cord Carter holding a block and the defender got away from him, and how hard it is he let go of that guy instead of holding on to him and getting a penalty.
Fontenot takes the snap on the far hash mark. He runs right. He's outside the numbers. At the last minute, he throws, and this ball is incomplete. Wilkinson was the intended receiver, and he was hit about the time the ball got there in the end zone, and that'll bring up fourth down and 9 for Liberty.
Well, that looked like Carlos Correa at shortstop coming through there. And what a great sense of awareness to know where the line of scrimmage was. I thought he was going to be just taking off and running, Ross.
Look at Hinkie, the offensive coordinator for Liberty. giving instructions to Fontenot. Fontenot gets back in the shotgun formation, one back to his right. Wilkinson in motion right to left, now goes back left. Rolling right is Fontenot, and it's incomplete, in and out of the hands of West Orange Stark Brown. Incomplete. And it'll turn over to West Orange Stark with 10-11 left in the game. Liberty trails West Orange Stark 39-8. They trailed at the half 31-0. West Orange Stark ball is going to be on the far hash mark. Turner directing some traffic as he moves his running back. And in motion, fakes the handoff, swing pass to Judge. Judge is across the 30, the 35, 40. He's across the 50. Victorian in pursuit on the near sideline, and Victorian is going to drag him down at the Liberty
26-yard line. Yeah, that's what they're going to give him. Boy, that was a fine pass and catch. Number 7, I thought he was going to turn the Jets on, and credit to Victorian for being able to get over there and preventing that touchdown.
Victorian closed on him really fast. There was nobody there, and then all of a sudden he popped in. First down and 10 from the Liberty 26-yard line. Turner with the back to his left. It's Helm. He hands off to Helm. Helm runs right. Now cuts back inside. He's across the 15. And he is going to be taken down on the far hash mark at the 12-yard line of Liberty. And quickly back to the line as West Orange Stark. Victor Williams coming back into the game for Liberty on the line, coming out of the game. Get to that in a minute. Hand off to Helm. Helm running inside. Flag thrown. Multiple flags thrown as he is taken down and gets the ball down to the Liberty 4-yard line. And we'll see what this flag is with 9:04 left in the game.
Substitution infraction, 12 men on the field on the defense. 5 yards from the previous spot, first out.
Victor Ruiz had checked into the game, and Josiah Slack was coming out of the game and did not quite make it off before West Orange Stark snapped the football. Ball is going to be at the Liberty 7-yard line. Quick swing pass back out to number 7. 7 comes across the 5, and he is going to get into the end zone for a touchdown. West Orange Stark, and that was DeCarian Judge with the touchdown with 8:47 left in the game. West Orange Stark increases their lead 45-8. Gilmore comes on to attempt the extra point.
That's number 7, DeCarian Judge, doing the holding.
And Judge, who just scored the touchdown, is the holder. Kick is up, and it is off the right upright. And Karam's off the side, no good. And the score will remain 45-8 with 8:47 left in this one. Back after this.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to give a shout out to the Cutlers for tonight's game. Right down below me here on the visitor side, Panthers with the Sports.com covering the game for Liberty. And also for the Mighty Mustangs, a real shout out to Big Blue Productions, Michael Horton, Ishmael Jack, Elvis Rushing, and all the kiddos. From the West Orange Stark Mustangs to Big Blue Productions, we appreciate you covering these young athletes tonight. Thank you.
Back Liberty trails West Orange Stark 45-8 with 8:47 left in this one. And West Orange Stark, the carry and Judge getting ready to kick this one off to the Panthers. The Panthers' two deep men are Denman and Victorian. This kick angling towards the right sideline. It is picked up by a Liberty player who goes left and is going to be taken down at the
Number 21,
Aiden LaFleur. That's not a. I didn't recognize that number for some reason.
We have not called his name very often.
And so Liberty will start this drive from their own 23-yard line. Ball will be set on the far hash mark. The Panther band playing. The Prancers dancing along. So is Stirrups. Is it?
Tirrups.
Stirrups. I don't know why I said Stirrups.
We're not the Cowboys, Ross.
Fontenot puts Wilkinson in motion from right to left. He's going to keep this one, and he starts out right, then cuts back up the middle because he didn't have anything there and didn't have much up the middle. But he will pick up a few yards. He picked up more than I thought.
Yeah, I didn't think he'd picked up that much.
So the ball will be at the Liberty 26-yard line. So what, a 3-yard pickup there?
3 yards.
That was more than I thought there was on that.
Yeah, it was a lot more.
Second down and 7 for Liberty on the far hash mark. They trail West Orange Stark 44-8. Fontenot in the shotgun gets this snap at the numbers. He's going to hand off to Valtierra. Valtierra goes left and cuts back inside at the last minute, but nothing there.
Going to pick up about a yard on that.
Well, I am having a problem with everything tonight.
Hey, we've all been there.
Third down and 6 for the Panthers.
Want to give a shout out to the cross country team in action tomorrow in Barbers Hill at the Soaring Eagles Invitational, and our own Patrick Flowers headed to the Nike South Invitational in the Woodlands, racing at 7:15 in the morning tomorrow. Boy, I've got a long night.
Two wide receivers on the near side. Fontenot gets this one. He's hit as he throws down the near sideline, and it is incomplete. Intended receiver was Dawson Victorian. And the Liberty sideline wants a flag there, but not going to get it. It'll bring up 4th down. And Fontenot coming off the field as he was hit pretty hard, but I thought that was as he was throwing the ball. Fontenot comes off the field. Diego Diaz Ramirez is ready to punt this one. He's standing at his 12-yard line on the far hash mark. The gunner gives the okay. Low snap, picked up and booted by Ramirez. It's caught at the 45-yard line, but immediately the special teams for the Panthers there to take him down. That was Judge.
Yeah, it was a nice punt. We've said that multiple times. That was a really nice punt.
That's a second or third good punt from Diaz Ramirez on a low snap or a high snap and still managed to recover and get a good punt off. West Orange Stark will start this drive from their own 45-yard line on the far hash mark. Turner with a back to his left. Claps his hands multiple times, and actually this is going to be a new quarterback. This is going to be 19. Flip my chart over here. And we have no 19. Ball handed off to 21. 21 running right down the sideline of West Orange Stark, and he is going to be taken out of bounds at the Liberty 43-yard line. Helm was the ball carrier there.
Picks up enough yardage around the right side for another first financial first down.
And that'll be a first down for West Orange Stark into Liberty territory with 6:51 left to play. They lead Liberty 45-8. I'm going to see if I can find this 19. Not a good day for me in numbers. He's not in the program either.
Well, yeah, the stadium announcer didn't know who it was either, so that's not a good sign for us.
Ball on the far side. The new quarterback, 19, gets it. He rolls left. Looks downfield for a receiver. And it's in and out of the hands of Colby Ewing, who was right there to break that one up.
Good defensive play there.
And that will bring up a second down for West Orange Stark from the Liberty 43-yard line.
Ross, you had a chance to chat with the stadium announcer about all the new upgrades and all the cool stuff that they've got going on here.
Lots of new stuff. Talk about it here in a minute as the ball's handed off. And Emerson takes it up the middle. And he'll pick up a few yards as he gets it to the Liberty 39-yard line. They've completely redone their stadium and brand new turf as well as a video board. And they're in the process of building a press box, which will be quite nice, a 2-story press box. And I'm told that he'll have an elevator.
Wow, that's a shot at me for sure, because every time we walk up these stadiums that do not have elevators, I feel like I'm going to die.
Shotgun snap handed off to Emerson. Emerson runs right and then circles around going back up the middle. And he'll pick up a few more yards. It'll bring up a 4th down at the Liberty 36-yard line. Oh, if people would have seen me huffing and puffing, they'd have called the ambulance today coming up with that equipment. And I only had to go back. I kept leaving things in the car and had to just keep.
Yeah, I went once, and that was enough for me. If I've forgotten it after that first trip, it's just forgotten.
So the quarterback, who will remain nameless, in the shotgun formation, one back behind him, and he claps his hands together just like Turner would do, and then look over to the sideline.
That's their version of the Peyton Manning Omaha.
Timeout.
And we are going to get a timeout from West Orange Stark with 4:52 left in this game. We'll be back after this.
Welcome back, Panther Nation. You're watching Liberty Panther football on the Liberty Panther Sports Network. Joe Roberts, Ross Norwood, producer Richard Ewing. 4:52 to go here in the fourth quarter. Liberty trailing 45-8. And I want to take a second to give some love to our sponsors. Michelle Manga Marandino, C. Bruce Stratton, attorney at law, both our scoreboard sponsors, the Liberty ISD Education Foundation.
On 4th down, looks like it will be snapped out of the shotgun, handed off to Emerson. Emerson runs right, and he is going to be short of a first down. There is a Panther. Now he's up, coming off the field. Liberty will take over on downs. And 4:44 left in this ball game. The Liberty band continues to play. The Prancers continue to dance.
Turnover on down.
Joe, I want to say something here.
Say it. Do it.
Liberty trailing 45-8, and I have not seen one of the Panther fans that started this game in the stands leave.
Definitely some troopers, that's for sure.
Ball's going to be on the far hash mark. Fontenot claps his hands together, and he's going to take the snap about letter high, hands this ball off to Valtierra. And Valtierra runs into a West Orange Stark wall. And he will get back to the line of scrimmage.
Number 22, Alex Valtierra.
At the Liberty 36-yard line, clock continues to move with the Panthers trailing 45-8. And we are under 4 minutes and 20 seconds left in this game.
We'll be back at Memorial Stadium next Friday night. It's homecoming week next week, hosting the Hardin-Jefferson Hawks. 7:30 p.m. kickoff.
Fontenot puts a man in motion, Wilkinson, from left to right. He's going to hand this ball off to Valtierra. Valtierra charges forward. He stood up but keeps on his feet. And then the pile brings him down. And he'll gain a few there as that ball will go up to the Liberty 30. I can't tell if he's standing on the 39 or the 38-yard line. They're going to put it down on the 39-yard line. Liberty Band loud and proud. The cheerleaders now in on the fun on the track. Ball just inside the far hash mark. Fontenot in the shotgun. Man in motion, Wilkinson from left to right. Claps his hands together, gets this one at the numbers. Finds Wilkinson on the near side. Wilkinson catches it at the 45, and he is going to keep going forward before being knocked out of bounds at the Liberty 49-yard line. Will be enough for a first down. Stops the clock at 3 minutes and 11 seconds.
They're actually going to give him the 50.
Now they're going to wind it. They are going to give him the 50. Dracarian Judge with the stop for West Orange Stark.
Again, a nice target to Wilkinson. He's just really shown that he's got good hands when the ball gets in his neighborhood.
Wilkinson getting some targets after Bro went out. Fontenot gets his snap, hands off to Valtierra. Valtierra goes forward straight, and he is going to barrel his way forward to the West Orange Stark 38-yard line.
43-yard line.
43-yard line. I can't see.
That's Valtierra's best run of the night, Ross.
It was a good run, and he ran in right into the mouth of West Orange Stark's defense. And he was able to just churn forward. Balls on the near hash mark. One wide receiver on the near side, two on the far side. Back to the left of Fontenot. Ball's handed off to Valtierra. Valtierra hit in the backfield, and he will lose a couple of yards as that ball goes back to the West Orange Stark 45-yard line. It'll bring up a third down and about 5 yards.
Yeah, that time they read that perfectly and were all over him as soon as he touched that ball.
Clock moving under 2 minutes, actually under 1 minute and 30 seconds in the game. Liberty trailing 45-8. Ball on the near hash mark. Valtierra to the left of Fontenot. Fontenot puts Wilkinson in motion from right to left. Fontenot gets it, drops back. He's got somebody open downfield. He's got Bankhead, and Bankhead can't hold it in as he was falling. Tight coverage, and Bankhead did everything he could to make that catch. A good throw by Fontenot, but falls incomplete. Peralt with coverage for West Orange Stark, and that'll bring up a fourth down for Liberty.
And they're probably going for it here. I can't imagine they'll send the punt team on, but they are going to send the punter on.
So Diego Ramirez, as I saw Ryan Hebert make his way into the game.
No.
This punt is off. It's high with West Orange Stark players in his face. It's going to take a Liberty bounce, and it is going to be killed at the West Orange Stark 1 yard line by Manny Freeman. And there is a player down for West Orange Stark, and he is being attended to. 45-8 with a minute remaining in this game. And Joe, another very good game by Diaz Ramirez.
Oh, he's just really proven to be a great little weapon for the Panthers. You can't discount the goodness that he's done. Several great punts, one of which led to a muff, which led to Panthers recovering the fumble. And then right there, this is the third time that he has pinned the opposing team inside the 5.
2 weeks in a row did it to Jasper. That ended up resulting in a safety on the first play from scrimmage for Jasper. West Orange Stark, Joe, has had some incredible success since Stark and West Orange merged schools in 1977. Listen to this. This is just bananas. All-time West Orange Stark with a 437 wins, 106 losses, and 3 ties.
That is bananas.
Now, in that same time span, there's 4 other schools in Orange County. And as this ball snapped in the end zone, it's going to be handed off. The ball carrier outside. He's outside the 10, across the 20. He's still on his feet at the 40. He's now midfield. He's been the 35, the 25, the 20-10, 5, and a touchdown. No flags. West Orange start with 44 seconds remaining in this game. There is a flag now on the far sideline, but that came in very late, and that's going to be a celebration penalty.
And as far as I'm concerned, pick that up. That young man just ran 99 yards, and really he took the ball in the end zone. He's going to get credit for 99, but he really did about a 102-yard touchdown run.
That was an incredible run for, and I believe that is going to be Helm. Number 21, Dustin Helm. And they're going to take this one, it looked like Joe Slack said, on the kickoff.
Right. I have a hard time giving it to somebody, a celebration when that's something pretty amazing.
And there was excitement from a West Orange Stark team that has struggled so far this year. They lost to Silsbee last week, and you never want them to feel like they're kind of one-upping, but I mean that is a feat. That's something to be excited about. That kids, student athletes, it's a nice thing for them. Bad snap picked up by Judge. Judge is going to find a guy in the end zone. There is a flag down in the backfield. H. Clayton Watley III with the reception in the end zone. I've been waiting all night.
Yeah, I circled that name on the roster. I could not wait for somebody to say that one.
So there was a flag. The referee threw it. He did say the 2-point conversion was good. And it looks like he's picked up the flag. He's walking over to the Liberty sideline. But it looks like he's going to be talking to the chain gang with 44 seconds left. You think he flagged the chain gang?
Well, who knows what's going on Friday nights.
But the 4 other Orange County teams in that time span since 1977 are a combined 823 wins and 908 losses. West Orange Stark in that time, 437 wins, 106 losses with 3 ties. But their success continued after district play, as they have an all-time playoff record of 79-29.
That part is the one that's crazy to me. 8 state championship appearances, 4 state championships.
Yes, they won state championships at 86, 87, 15, and 16. After that celebration penalty that was taken by Liberty on the kickoff, the ball is going to be kicked from the West Orange Stark 25-yard line. Victorian picks this one up just at the 39. He runs towards the near sideline, and he is going to get up to the 45-yard line. 37 seconds left in this ball game, as he was hit hard by another name we haven't called a whole lot actually at all, Joseph Gomez Chapa.
See, it looks like they're going to actually spot him on the 46-yard line. They're going to give him another yard.
It's the battle of the bands right now as West Orange Stark.
Oh, no, they're going to put him back on the 45. Just kidding.
Is going, and the Liberty Panther band still playing with 37 seconds. We have some of the fans in the stands, the younger fans. They're up and dancing. Fontenot heaves this one downfield. Tight spiral to Victorian, but it's going to land out of bounds. And Victorian was triple teamed there. Joe, what do you say that is on the young lady 5 or 6 rows in front of us?
Oh, man, I'm so short. I can't even see that. She's got a little headband.
Like a headband with the gold.
Yeah, a little celebratory headband.
They're having a good time. 53-8. West Orange Stark, 31 seconds left. Fontenot in the shotgun, stands at his 40, gets the snap about number high. He's going to hand it off to Valtierra. Valtierra going straight ahead, and he is going to cross the 50-yard line and into West Orange Stark territory. Fontenot and the referee having a discussion. The referee explaining something to Fontenot that I think Fontenot had asked him a question. And this is going to run out the clock, and West Orange Stark will be victorious against your Liberty Panthers 53-8.
Well, Ross, it has been something that, we weren't expecting necessarily a victory. We were expecting to see the Liberty Panthers come out and play much, much improved. So they gave up less points this year. They scored more points than last year. They definitely look improved. The thing that really just hurt them the most tonight, too many 3-and-outs on offense, not able to get anything established, but there were some good things tonight, Ross.
I want to also say, and I don't know, we'll have to go back and look at this and we'll post it later online, but there were a lot fewer penalties.
A lot fewer penalties.
And I believe there were no pre-snap penalties for the offense.
I think you're right.
Now, there were some offsides penalties against the defense early, but those subsided as the game went on.
Well, Ross, I've got a long trip ahead of me. I'm headed to the Woodlands tonight, so Patrick Flowers can race in the Nike South Invitational. We'll be at home next week for homecoming week, hosting the Hardin-Jefferson Hawks, 7:30 p.m. kickoff. You've been watching Liberty Panther football on the Liberty Panther Sports Network. Joe Roberts, Ross Norwood, producer Richard Ewing. We will see you next week.